it goes well with my book trovert sweater. I'm in love with this headband. Hi friends, and welcome back to another video. Today is a very special video because it's for Valentine's, where I will show you how to create this heart granny square headband. And I'm so excited for this video because it's a very simple tutorial and it's fairly quick to make. And you can change colors however you would like them to be. So let's get to the tutorial. So for this Valentine's headband, I will be using a white cotton yarn, a red cotton yarn, scissors, and a hook of a 2.5 millimeters. In order to create the heart, I will first create a magic ring. And in this ring, I will start off by chaining 2. Next, I will work 3 trebles. That's when you yarn over twice and then slip 2 stitches, slip 2 stitches, and then the next 2 stitches. Once you've worked the 3 trebles, I will work 3 double crochets. So I will yarn over once this time. Pull through 2 and pull through 2. Once your 3 double crochets are done, I will chain 1, work 1 treble once again. And so far we have worked half of the heart. Next I will chain 1 and work 3 double crochets. Then I'm going to work 3 trebles. Then I will finish off by chaining 2 and slip stitching into the ring. This is what we have so far. All that is left to do is pull on the ring and close it to create a heart. Slip stitch and cut your yarn. And like this we have created our first heart. Once you have finished the heart, you will need to create 4 more to have 5 hearts in total. Next, I will simply tie a knot and cut these yarn ends. Now I will be using the white to create the granny square. Make a slip knot. Now I will be working into the back loops of the heart. That means that I will work into this stitch and not both of them. And I will start off from the middle stitch, coming from the back.
I couldn't see
make a slip stitch, work a single crochet into the next back loop,
but you showed me how to believe. Still gets me.
Next I will work a half double crochet into the next stitch, then I will work a double crochet,
and I'll never understand how you saw it.
and whilst I'm working this, I'm also working the yarn end into my work, just to avoid a lot of weaving ins at the end. Now chain 2, then I will work a treble into the next back loop, this chain 2 will be the first corner, work a double crochet, and into the next back loop I will work 2 half double crochets. So it's 1 and 2.
But I know that you need it all.
I will chain 2 to create my next corner, and next I will work a single crochet and another single crochet.
When I look back, I can see you're hiding.
Then before the middle stitch I will work a half double crochet. Once you are at the middle, I will work a double crochet into the middle. This might be a little bit difficult to go through.
When I look back, I can see you're hiding.
Then again a half double crochet into the back loop.
Oh, and I'll never understand how you saw it coming.
Where you will work into the first chain that you've worked when you started.
Yeah, I will love you for it all.
Then a single crochet, and another single crochet, and chain 2 to create your next corner. Now I will work 2 half double crochets into my next back loop,
Always right. It gets me.
work a double crochet into the next stitch, and then a treble,
But you showed me how to believe.
now I will chain 2,
Still gets me.
work a double crochet,
When I look back, I can see you're hiding.
a half double crochet,
Waiting for a moment to step
a single crochet,
in. And I'll never understand how you saw.
and now we are back to the start, where I will simply slip stitch into the first stitch worked, and that will create our first tiny square, where we have also worked around this yarn, which I will now cut. For the next round I will start off by chaining 2 and work 2 double crochets into that same space. That will make our first cluster. Next I will chain 1 and work into the chain 2 space, where I will work 3 double crochets,
But I know that you need it all.
chain 2,
Just give
and work another 3 double crochets, and this will create your first corner.
When I look back, I can see you're hiding, waiting for a moment
Chain 1
to step in, and I'll never
and working just before the half double crochets and skipping 2 stitches, we will work 3 double crochets.
When I look back, I can see you're hiding, waiting for a moment to step in. Oh, and I'll never understand how you saw it coming.
Chain 1 and into the next chain 2 space I will work a corner, so 3 double crochets, chain 2 and another 3 double crochets into the same space, and that's your next corner. Chain 1, and now I will work in the stitch just above the double crochet we worked in the middle, where I will work 3 double crochets, chain 1 and work into the next chain space, another corner, so 3 double crochets, chain 1 and skip 2 stitches and work your next cluster, which is 3 double crochets, chain 1 and work another corner into the chain 2 space, chain 1 and slip stitch into the chain 2 that we have started off with, slip stitch and cut the yarn, and that's your first square, more sort of a rectangle, but now we will do the same thing we did here to these hearts to create 5 squares. And now it's time to join the squares together to create a headband. Make a slip knot, and now I will join the sides of these 2 squares together. I will start off from the corners. I will insert my hook into each corner and work a slip stitch. Now I will insert my hook into the front loop of the first square and into the back loop of the second square and work a slip stitch. I will keep working into the front loop of the first square and to the back loop of the next square until I reach the other corner. This is how it would look like once both sides are slip stitched together.
Now, the same way I did these 2 squares, I will join the rest of the squares to create one headband. So I start off with a slip knot once again. Put the right side facing each other of these squares, and the hearts orientations are both the same way. Slip stitch into the corners, and then slip stitch into the front loop of the first square and into the back loop of the second square. I will keep repeating this until I have my finished 5 squares all joined together. Next, I will be creating a border for my headband, and I chose to create this border in the color red, but you can alternate these colors as you would like. Start off with a slip knot. Join the yarn to the corner by working a slip stitch. Chain 1 and single crochet once into the corner. Now I will single crochet into each stitch. Be careful to work your single crochets into the stitches and not the spaces. Keep working a single crochet into each stitch until you reach the part where we joined 2 squares together. We will be working in the corners of these 2 squares. Once you reach the corner, I will work a single crochet decrease by passing my hook into the first space and yarning over, pass my hook into the second space and yarn over, and then yarn over and pull through everything together, and like that I have created a single crochet decrease. Now I will keep single crocheting into each stitch until I reach my next joining part, where I will do once again the single crochet decrease in the corners of these squares. Once you reach your corner of the headband, I will single crochet 3 times into the chain space. Next, I will start working single crochets into each stitch on the side of the headband. Until once again I reach my corner, where I will place another 3 single crochets before I single crochet into each stitch all the way back. Once you're back at the beginning of your square, just single crochet once and then slip stitch into the first chain that we created. Do not cut off the yarn just yet. Now I will weave in the ends and cut off any excess yarn. Next, I will chain 1 and turn and single crochet back and forth into the side single crochets we have already worked. I will single crochet back and forth for 6 rows in total. Remember to chain 1 and turn before you start working on your next single crochet row. Once the 6 rows of single crochets are complete, we will start having some decreases at each end. So I will start off by working at a crease. Single crochet the rest until the last 2 stitches where I will work another decrease. Chain 1, turn and single crochet into each stitch. There will be no decreases in this row. We will be alternating by working a decreasing row and a row of just single crochets until we end up with 2 stitches at the end. Once you have only 2 remaining stitches, I will work the last decrease, chain 1, and this is the complete side before I will working on a piece of thread to be able to tie the headband at the back. Now you can either chain around 60 chains or you can work a foundation chain as I did here. I will be working a foundation chain of around 60 chains. Both ways will work, just choose your preference. Slip stitch, cut the yarn and weave in the tail. And now we will move on to the other side of the headband. I will create a slip knot. I will join to the middle single crochet worked in the chain space. Make a slip stitch, chain 1, and start working on the rows of single crochets back and forth, 6 rows in total, until we will then start decreasing as we did prior to the other side of the headband.
I woke up in the middle of the night. Na, na, na. And I wondered how you're always right. It gets me.
Once the 6 rows of single crochets are complete, you will start working as we did on the other side. If you want, you can go back and refer to that section in this video. But basically you will have a decreasing row where you will work a decrease at the beginning and at the end of the row, and the next row is a single crochet row only. Keep repeating these alternating rows until you end up with 2 stitches. where you will work your last decrease, and then chaining 60 chains to be able to tie the headband. Or you can work a foundation chain as I did here. Finally, weave in any remaining yarn ends and cut all the excess yarn. And the headband is complete.
I love how this turned out, and I love that you can change the colors however you would like those to look like, and it's really cute and it ties up just like at the back, and I love how it looks. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.